the Day of Judgment. Salah is another one, and this is not just about Salah, but we need to incorporate that because Salah in Ramadan counts more for you, doesn't it? Act of worship in Ramadan counts how much? How much? 70, 700, 7,000, or as much as Allah wants to count it. That sounds pretty good deal to me. You don't get that kind of discount in the grocery store. Ever. Wow. Every single day of Ramadan has so much value for you. But think about this, the salat, just the salah, how much it's going to count for me to pray, to stand and worship Allah the way He wants me to do it. He's going to make it count so much. And here's a benefit, a real bonus for you. Why don't you think about it? Again, from the Prophet ﷺ, we understand that on the Day of Judgment, one of the first things to be taken into consideration is a person's salah. Yes? First thing. And if it's in order, everything is there, good to go, pew, right into Jannah. No hisab. You don't have to stand there and account for where did you get this dollar, and where did you spend this dollar, and how did you do this, and how, no, you just right on through. Why? Salah. Salah was in order. All of us have had some problems with Salah at some point. Yes or no? Anybody in here thinks all of his Salah is perfect? Anybody? Oh good, we don't have any crazy people here. So, because if he said so, he's nuts. We all have a problem with that. We want our Salah to be perfect, of course. But now's a chance to make up for the deficiency that we've had in the past. Get to the masjid. Be here for Fajr. Oh, but brother, don't give me the buts. I don't need that. Okay? We don't need it. What we need is the whole body, not just the butt. Get the whole body up here and get in line and pray the Fajr in the masjid 30 days in a row. And it's going to be easier for you to keep doing it after that, isn't it? Isn't it? And be here if you can for Dhuhr. If you can get a break out for lunchtime, come over here. You're not going to eat. Are you? In Ramadan? I hope not. A'udhu billah. Now go get your butt and bring it in here. And then pray Dhuhr. If you can make Asr, okay. But for sure, you want to get to the masjid for Maghrib. Take the blessing of breaking your fast with all the brothers. Yes? Yeah. Isha? Well, in between, you're going to get to eat, aren't you? Free food? Yeah, come on, man. That's where it's at. And then, it gets better. After the Salat Isha, Tarawih. And I don't know why, but Muslims love Tarawih more than I think anything else, because we see people we never saw before. Say, MashaAllah, you just moved here, brother? MashaAllah. He said, no, I've been here 28 years. Why you just come for Tarawih? By the way, Tarawih is Sunnah. You don't have to do it. Where were you in Jummah? Don't even open up the subject of Eid. But never mind that. Let's not worry about other people's shortcomings. Let's worry about our own. Because on Yawm al-Qiyamah, you're not going to be worried about what somebody else did. You're going to be so worried about what did I do? What did I do? Nafsi, nafsi, nafsi. What's going to happen to me today? I'm going to be scared. You're going to be scared. We're going to really, really be scared. There's going to be a few people, though, that are going to be in good shape. These people who have the taqwa, they're going to be in good shape. And what about the ones, and I'm being general as well as specific, what about the ones who just come together for the sake of Allah and leave for the sake of Allah? They'll be in the shade on a day when there isn't any shade except Allah's shade, which He is giving to who? Certain groups of people, and that is one of those. Amazing. And how about this? In Ramadan, even your dhikr is counting more for you. Yes or no? Does it? Wow, it's a good chance to really, you can't get your mouth wet with drinking, right? So get it wet with what? Dhikr of Allah. Say subhanallah. Say it. It's free, you're getting ajr. Don't get mad, say subhanallah. Say alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Feel good? When you say la ilaha illallah with real sincerity, just those words, do you realize what you just said? You describe the purpose of the universe. You describe the purpose for the creation of human beings. You describe the only logical answer to the biggest problem of all, which is why? And the answer is La ilaha, La ilaha, La ilaha, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater than anything He created. And you'll be amazed. And here you are in Ramadan now. Imagine. And you're fasting, you're praying, you're doing some good deeds. Let's give some charity. Charity will count more for me, won't it? If I would like to give some charity in Ramadan, that'll be more. That's why most people pay their zakat in Ramadan. Because they feel like I'll get more reward. By the way, if you didn't pay it in Ramadan, doesn't mean you get to skip to next Ramadan. You still have to pay it. Pay it. But why stop with that? Why don't I give something extra? In fact, what do I have that I have to have? All of these things that I hold on to, I need. How many television sets do I really need? Huh? How many computers do I really have to have? How many cell phones is it hard on me to have? What about the people that are starving? They can't eat that cell phone, can they? And ringtones. We're downloading ringtones and spending money on this stuff, these services every month. We think nothing of it. What if we would just take something every day in Ramadan and say, you know what, I'm going to give $10 a day every day in Ramadan to this or that, and not tell anybody about it. Just do it. Put money in an envelope and leave it for somebody and just walk away. And if you say, well, what if they don't get it? Well, so what? It was your niyyah. Allah will give it to somebody. I guarantee you somebody will get it. You say, well, what if a crook takes it? Don't worry about where your charity goes. Stop worrying about the people collecting. We don't know what he's going to buy a new car. So what if he does? You get the reward with Allah. You get the reward with Allah. Allah will either punish him, guide him, or deal with him, but it's not your problem. And by the way, a lot of brothers ask about where should I give my zakah? Ask your imam, because he best knows where it's needed in that community. And if he advises you to do this or that or the other, remember you asked him, so do it. Be sure you remember that. Don't, if you're going to ask somebody who has the ability to give you the right answer. Your imam knows many people in a community that have many needs. And he can direct you to get the most ajr for what you have. He can. Ask the people who are in most contact with those who need. And that way you can give it. And if you want to give it silently, you don't want anybody to know, put it in an envelope. And then you can just put a name on it, or you can have them just give it to where they want to. And this will be good. And this will do what? Taqwa, again, taqwa is coming to you from this. If I stop right there, that's enough, yes? But there's more. There's so much more. Even a small deed done for the sake of Allah in this month of Ramadan will count for you so much you can't believe it. How much does Allah count? What does He count? Anything and everything. Is there anything Allah won't count if it's sincere? You eat tamar, dates, yes? And when you eat dates, there's this seed in the middle, isn't it? And when you ever look at that seed, there's a string, a piece of some little fiber. That fiber in there, by the way, can be eaten. It has nourishment, but it's not, I mean, you know. That string, that date string is mentioned in a hadith. That whoever gave that with sincerity, look how Allah will accept it. So don't be afraid to do the smallest deed in Ramadan. Look for your opportunity to do good. And then finally, let's look at this. How about this tongue? This is a great chance to